Hello everyone and welcome to Sinful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the Grey. Today's video, we are going to start collecting Warhammer 40,000 boarding patrols, and today we're taking a look at the Leagues of Votann boarding patrol, one of the last boarding patrols that Games Workshop are going to release in the style of box sets, but we're going to talk about the one that's hopefully soon to be released in the next few weeks. Now, we're going to go through the contents of this box set, like always, talk about all the units that are inside this box, before having a look at a couple of units we can use as some alternate options for those inside this box set. We'll then finish off the video with a little sample army list, primarily using the contents of this box set for 500 points, the standard size game of boarding patrol in Warhammer 40k. So with that all said, let's start talking about the units that come inside the boarding patrol box set, and first of all we have the Iron Champion. The Iron Champion is a close combat dedicated hero. You've got weapon skill, ballistic skill and save 2+, along with strength, toughness and 5 wounds, all 5s there. 4 attacks as well, and you've got a couple of different weapon options. You can choose for the cheaper option, which is the Darkstar Axe. This is +1 strength, -3 AP, damage 1, but each time an attack is made with it, you roll 2 hits instead of 1, so you got 8 attacks with the weapon, which is really cool. And each time an attack is made by this weapon and it's allocated to an enemy model, they can't use any rules that ignore wound rolls, so no feel no pains and stuff like that. But you can also choose to upgrade to a mass hammer, which you see pictured here, ×2 strength, -3 AP, damage D3 +3, but you are -1 to hit, which takes you to a 3-up, so it's not a terribly bad hitting profile either if you still get that -1. Now, you do have the option between 2 crests. You can either go the teleport crest, which will give you the teleportation keyword, or the weave field crest, which will give you the shield crest keyword, but will also increase your wounds to 6 and give you a 4-up invulnerable save. Now, you do have a few extra rules here. First of all, the mass driver accelerators. This allows you to do some mortal wounds if you charge into an enemy potentially. Your exemplar of the Iron here allows you to provide reroll 1s to wound for Iron here Hearthguard units, or League Hearthguard units within 6 inch of this model. Exo armor means you subtract all damage by 1, and the Ram shield means you subtract 1 from all wound rolls coming in with melee attacks against the model. Now, joining this, we then have some Iron here Hearthguard themselves, an elite choice for the unit. These are effectively your Leagues of Votann Terminators, you can see at the back of the picture. They have 2 main shooting weapons. You can either go with the Edikan Plasma Guns, which are Hunter 1, Strength 8, -4 AP, damage 2, really good at popping open space marines, or you can go with the Vulcanite Disintegrators. These are Hunter 3, Strength 5, no AP, damage 1, but they do have some mortal wound potential in there. Weapon-wise, you've got the options for either going with your Plasma Blade Gauntlets or the Concussion Gauntlets on your unit. The Plasma Blade Gauntlets generally will allow you to get extra attacks out of them, not quite as powerful though, as the +3 strength, -3 AP, damage 2 weapons that are your Concussion Gauntlets. Your champion on the unit, the Hessier, can also go a Concussion Hammer, which is pretty much a similar profile to the current Iron here champion. Now, your Hessier also will have the same option for a different crest for the unit. You can have that teleportation or the shield crest, depending which one you want to go with. They've also got the Exo armor rules, so they are -1 to all damage coming into them as well. The other elite choice we get inside this box are the Chthonian Berserks. Now, this is a unit you see of the more, well, I guess, not more, lesser armoured Leagues of Votann unit. They're a really good dedicated combat unit. They have 2 weapon profiles if they choose to go with heavy plasma axes, which can either do a strike at a stronger profile or a sweep to generate some extra attacks. Twin concussion gauntlets can be taken by 1 model in the unit, as well as taking some concussion balls instead of the heavy plasma axe if you want. And you've got the Mole Grenade Launcher, which is an indirect fire blast weapon with Hunter D6, strength 5, -2 AP, damage 1. Now, they have some special rules as well. The Cyber Stims allow you to reroll charges, which is really cool. And also, if models in this unit have not attacked but get destroyed before they can potentially attack. And Augmented will give them a 5-up Feel No Pain as well. Now, we then lastly have the Hearthkin Warriors. These are your standard Leagues of Votann troops. They have either the option to go with Orchid Pattern Bolters, which are Hunter 2, Strength 4, -1 AP, damage 1 weapons, or going with the Iron Blasters, which change to a Hunter 1 but are Strength 5, -2 AP, damage 2. Now, you've got the option for a variety of different special weapons. A couple of my favourites are the Magnum Rail Rifle with a Magnum Rail rule, which means its damage spreads over rather than ending after killing a single model. Or you've got other things like the Hylas Auto Rifle Hunter 3 or the L7 Missile Launcher Hunter D6 on its blast weapon profile, great for the tight corridors. You've got a variety of different cool little upgrades for the unit as well. Your Medipack can do some damage reduction. Multi-wave comms arrays, not particularly good in this box set, but really great if you do have a Carl, as allow the Kindred Hero Aura ability to pass out around the table a little bit better. And the Pan Spectral Scanner can help you get rid of enemies like cover. Now, if we are looking at some other units to bring into the force, the first one to look at is the Barokia Thunderkin. These are actually a heavy support unit, but if you're playing Leagues of Votann in boarding patrol, you can include one heavy support unit in your army, so long as that unit is a unit of Barokia Thunderkin. Now, they have a variety of different weapons. They've got SP conversion beamers, which are Hunter 1, Strength 7, minus 2 AP, damage 3, but beam weapons as well. And each time an attack with this weapon hits, if the unit that was hit was hollow within 15 inch of the firing model, one additional hit is scored against the unit. So, pretty cool beam weapon. Gravitation blast cannons are my favourite. Hunter D6, Strength 5, minus 3 AP, damage 2. They become damage 3 when you're attacking anything with an armor save of 3+ or better. And the bolt cannons as well. Hunter 3, Strength 6, minus 2 AP, damage 2. 36-inch range as well, a really solid weapon. You've also got the Omni Visors, which means targets will never receive the benefits of dense cover when you're shooting with your ranged attacks. Now, if we're looking at some alternate HQ options you can bring in, the first one to look at is the Carl, of course. He's going to be a fantastic model to bring into your force. What he can do is, most importantly, bring that Kindred Hero. Any League core units within 6 inch can reroll hit rolls of 1. His Grim Efficiency allows you to place some extra judgment tokens on the table as well. Other than that, he's a pretty solid character. Weapon skill, ballistic skill 2+, and a save of 3+. Next up, character-wise, we have the Barokia Iron Master. Now, this is really cool because, yes, you do technically get 2 character models when you purchase this, with the Ironkin Assistant as well, but you will be able to include both these characters in your force, so long as these are the only 2 characters in said force. Now, what this model is going to provide you with some cool healing ability. The Ironkin Assistant will be able to perform actions even if it's advanced, and it can shoot with the action without its action failing. Also, League Vehicle and League Exoframe models within 3 inch can restore D3 lost wounds, which is really nice. Exoframe models, your Barokia Thunderkin, for example. Multi-Spectrum Visor in your command phase. If this unit contains the Barokia Iron Master, you select one friendly League Core or League Vehicle, so League Core in this case, within 9 inch, and if you do so until the start of your next command phase, each time a model in that friendly unit makes a ranged attack, you add 1 to their hit rolls. Now, you do have a cool couple of different weapons. You've got your Graviton Hammer in there, which is really fun, a nice good damaging weapon for close combat, and the Graviton Rifle as well is another fun weapon. Hunter 3, Strength 5, minus 3 AP, damage 2, but does go to damage 3 when fighting against anything with a 3+ save or better. The last character we have is the Grimnir. Now, this is a Leagues of Votann Psyker. It's got the Ancestral Ward Crest for a 4-hour invulnerable, and you can also add 1 to combat attrition test for League core units within 6 inch. And, you know, just a general Psychic, you're going to get 2 Psychic powers to manifest as well in all of your phases. Just get access to a variety of what is a really decent Psychic lore for the Leagues of Votann. And so here we have our sample army list. Now, we've gone for the Ironhair Champion to be our leader. We're using all the models from the core box set. In fact, we actually have some spare and some ways you can chop and change your army list around if you want to. But Ironhair Champion to lead, he's going to have the Darkstar Axe, Weavefield Crest, and he will, of course, be our Warlord. We then have a Hearthkin Warrior unit with Bolters. Now, the Thane is going to have a Gravity Concussion Grenades and all the standard sort of equipment. But we've also got 5 Warriors in there with the standard Bolters. And then we have a Hylas Auto Rifle and L7 Missile Launcher, along with a Medipack and Pan Spectral Scanner. Like I said, if you're not including the Cull, you really don't need the comms array. And definitely, if we can find some points somewhere else, you can probably swap out these weapons and take something like the Magna Rail Rifle if you really want to. But I think these 2 weapons provide you with good, decent amount of firepower, and that L7 Missile Launcher also has a more devastating shooting profile to go with its blast profile as well. The Hearthguard unit, we've gone for Plasma Guns. They're going to give us some high-strength weaponry for dealing with anything that's particularly hard to crack that maybe our Hearthkin Warriors will struggle against, and they're going to give us a really tough, dedicated, close combat unit with those Plasma Blade Gauntlets. If you've been playing Leagues of Votann in this particular mode of the game in our boarding patrols, let us know how you've been going down in the comments below and your favourite units to include in them as well. And so that is the end of the video. We hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and drop a comment down below letting us know what you enjoyed about the video. If you'd like to come chat more with me and other members of our great little community here, Sinful Gaming has a Discord server, and there is a link to that in the video's description. Also down in the video's description is the best ways to help support the channel, either by Patreon or YouTube members, or you can grab some merch for the channel from either our Ko-fi or Teespring stores. As a special thank you to everyone who does support via Patreon and YouTube members, we'd like to give them all a shout out. So thank you to our Patreons: Christian, Weir, Soren, Kendall, Outer and Shot First, Andrew Bowen, The Rising Ape, Q Dynamic, JJ Austrian, Average Wargamer, Domir, Mark Harvey, James Cater, Benjamin Swallows, Red Martin, Iron Grinch, Colorblind Magic, Grimscold, and Andy C. And to our YouTube members as well: Green Roots Gaming, Ronya Lockloric, The Johnny84, David Ellsworth, Wolfric Nick, Broken Chef, Ariana Edwards, Revenar, Pink Nico Fire, Robin Mankiller, Monty Stabletop Terrain, Davis Weir, James Tillman, Gargamel196, and Disco. Lastly, a special thanks to Lady Witchfox Art, who does all the amazing artwork for the channel, and indeed to all our sponsors and everyone who helps on the channel in any way, whether it's coming on and playing battle reports, or indeed our amazing Discord mods, keeping everything there a fantastic place. Thank you all once again for watching, everyone. Stay safe, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the grey. Ciao for now.